Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat, and I got some big Toonami news for you today. We just finally got the announcement that Season 5 of My Hero Academia will be joining the block on May 8th. It will be joining at the 12:30 slot, and I got a little bit more commentary on that in a moment. So first I'm going to say the announcement given on Toonami's Boomer Book post. It was, "Surpass your limits, surpass rivals. Toonami is proud to announce the 5th season of My Hero Academia premiering May 8th at 12:30 a.m. Plus, relive the glory of Attack on Titan Season 4 at 3:30. Now, as a note, what about the date? Why May 8th? Well, May 1st, we have the finale of two shows. One of that being the first half of Season 4 of Attack on Titan, and the other being the rerun of Demon Slayer, which raises an interesting question about what two shows are going to replace those two. Well, trick question, because only one show is going to replace those two, because the other one, Attack on Titan, will simply be replacing Demon Slayer as rerun filler at the end of the block, and My Hero Academia will be straight up taking Attack on Titan slot at 12:30. I mentioned in several videos in the past that it would be a good idea for My Hero Academia to take over the midnight slot from Dragon Ball Super, considering, like I said, it's probably it would be the biggest draw to the block outside that. However, that does not appear to be the case. Toonami appears to be really set on keeping Dragon Ball Super at midnight, which perplexes me considering it is not pulling in the high numbers it used to be. And right now, I think it is the biggest culprit towards Toonami's low ratings is its stubbornness to move out of that slot. And again, with My Hero Academia, which is definitely a hot anime right now, it's like 5, 6 years old or whatever, but people are still really into it. From what I've been hearing about Season 5, a lot of people really love how it started, and there's a lot of genuine excitement for it. So I thought that's probably the best shot for a show at midnight, because if you think of other anime that will probably get soon to the block, like Doctor Stone Season 2, it's not that big a draw. It's not lead off the block level of draw. Other shows, like, of course, you have The Promised Neverland, that's going to be a later in the block show. And other ones, like, again, Fina Pirate Princess. It'll be interesting to see how Toonami treats its original series when it eventually come up here. Like I said, I've been saying for a while, I believe Fina will probably be the first out of the pipeline. At this stage, I was thinking May. The whole time it was going to be like May or March, but I guess we're not going to get it that soon, because like I said, the second slot coming up is replaced by a rerun, so that threw me a bit for a curveball. And overall, like I said, with this block too, I guess there's a bit of a curse to getting this announcement now and making the schedule now, because we have no idea how The Promised Neverland Season 2 would be on the block in terms of ratings, because it premieres tonight at 1:30 on May 10th. Not May 10th, April 10th. Don't know why I got the date wrong there. At 1:30, people generally suspect it's going to do poorly in ratings, considering how very negative the response was to Season 2 of the sub, you know? So a lot of pessimism there. And again, you have Fire Force. It will be still at that 2 o'clock slot. You have Black Clover again at the 2:30 Hell spot, and not much movement, and if there's a time for Toonami to make a big schedule change, it should have been with this announcement, and they did the absolute minimum, including keeping Attack on Titan, a show that did okay. Like, it's hard to rate the ceiling of what my Attack on Titan would have been, considering it was just stuck right behind that Dragon Ball Super rerun the entire time. It did poorly the first couple weeks, but it ending up having like the same numbers Dragon Ball Super the last few weeks, which strongly implies that if it didn't have that there, Attack on Titan could have done pretty well, you know. And again, like I said, and it's good to get this announcement. Like I said earlier, it was a 99.9999% shot we're getting Season 5 of My Hero Academia. It was, again, a question of when rather than if, and the when happens to be May 8th. And again, with this schedule, on paper, this is a decent strength schedule, but the problem is the most glaring thing is the fact that you have a rerun at the start of the block. It's going to hold everything back. So it almost not going to even matter you have My Hero Academia there, because it's probably going to do whatever number Dragon Ball Super does. And for My Hero Academia, which back when it was airing new episodes last year, we were consistently getting numbers like zero point 0.3 or so for new episodes of My Hero Academia. And here we are getting more new episodes of My Hero Academia, and it's getting dragged down because Again, when it was able to lead it's been shown to be able to lead the block by itself and do absolutely fine. So I don't know why this is something that Konami's really stuck with. I've heard some theories regarding that advertisers simply do not recognize any of these shows outside of Dragon Ball. So they're like, that's the only show they think that they can advertise during. Because again, if you talk to a normal person who doesn't know much about anime, they probably know Dragon Ball vaguely. They might even know Naruto vaguely, or even Attack on Titan to a degree. But can you sell them on something like The Promised Neverland, on something like Food Wars? They probably have never even heard of it before. And again, and that's an issue with an anime-based block, is that even though the size of anime is growing in the United States, it's still more or less a very niche market. So at the end of the day, you have several like very devout fan groups, but you're not going to have this wide appeal that most American television, especially network television, aims for. And that's something that's going to always hold back something like Toonami. But again, My Hero Academia coming, a lot of people are excited. The announcement about this was very mixed between people very excited for My Hero Academia and people very disappointed we're stuck with Dragon Ball Super at the end of the start of the block. That's like the only two things people are really talking about in regards to this. What do you guys think? What's your opinions on the schedule? What shows do you think Tanami's going to add next? I believe, if I'm correct, that Fire Force will be the next show off, and that's in late May. What do you guys think? What show do you think replaces that? Is that going to be Doctor Stone season 2? Is that going to be Fina? Or is it going to be the mystery box? Maybe we get Yashahime. What do you guys think? What's your opinions on the schedule? Are you excited for My Hero Academia coming back to the block? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. If you like this content from what more Toonami News content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Super Orange Cat, and that is all.